Now, I've reviewed some of the parts already. Made sure there was painted well, came out good. But I'm not 100% comfortable with how it came out. It needs more detail, a little bit more. And I knew sooner or later I'm going to have to give it an extra tone. Now, doing this light tonish, this bluish gray part came out okay, and then of course the green part, as you can see here, came out great as well. But I've been thinking about, what about another tone, another two-tone color, or a third color. I was hovering with a possibility of trimming it up with little details using the color orange, but visually trying to look at that and looking at some examples online didn't seem proper, didn't feel right. So I said, let me go the reverse, let me get something a little darker. Originally I was going to do black, but then I decided to use this one, olive green. This is an acrylic based paint, which can be applied over the lacquer based paint because it won't eat through it. It is a darker shade of green. Let's test this out, see how it looks. I'm going to use it on these. Okay. Now, possibility you won't be able to see this, considering that it is masked off. But I'm hoping that once it dries, which takes time because this is an acrylic based paint, we would see something unique on this, and something different. Plus I like how not opaque, but dull the color is, which is good. Alright, so that takes care of that. Another part, of course, is this one, which I didn't put on a clip. Let me do this. Actually, I had it on the clip, I just never thought. So I covered that up, so I could use that. Actually, hang on. I don't want to accidentally paint this part, so let me apply a little bit of leftover masking tape and precisionally, if that's a word, apply this. And that came out okay. Obviously later on we'll peel off the layers and see how it looks. Alright, so we have this one here, the part of the knee. I can't stress the fact that if you guys are really are trying to get into painting Gundam models and don't know what paint to use, I highly look into using acrylic based paint. It's easy to clean up, it's easy to use, it's water based, so you don't have to worry about damaging the paint, or having trouble removing the paint, or cleaning up, that is, I could say. But it is an easy alternative, and it's really nice. And if it's done right, you can get some great results. If you want an example, look at my prototype Golf demonstrator type unit that I built last year. That was all based on acrylic based paint. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Looks real good. Alright. We did that, we did that, we did that. Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw this one. Now, I'm not painting the thrusters here, or the vent. That one is going to be another paint, which I will show off in a moment. Let me just paint these first. Okay. Looks good. Put that to the side. There's another part here. Oh, yeah. What do we got here? The back part of the waist. Now clearly, once I finish painting this, I'm going to remove the tape to make sure that it looks good, of course. And then I'm going to give it a top coat to protect it. See, it comes out. There's one little piece here that I need to show off, and I need to get more. Just remove some of the alligator clips from the other parts. This part here is the one that goes on the thruster and the form that I made. I'm going to paint this side, just this end here. Alright, that's good. Now, the shoulder part, I decided I'm going to paint the whole thing. This part here. Because I was originally going to mask off just to show off the detail of the plow plate that I put on. But I said, you know what, just paint the whole thing. It'll be a lot easier that way. Just for me to paint a plow plate, probably be not a good idea. Yeah, you can see it's a lot darker olive color. It's really nice. I thought I had this in lacquer, but I guess I was wrong. And I'm also going to paint the face mask as well. Maybe I should have masked that off and paint the inside of the mask, but well, it's too late. Alright, so let me continue on with the other parts here. Oh, where the hell is it? Yeah, let me continue on and then we'll move on to the next stage of this kit. Okay, the next color is going to be metallic gray, which will be some of the weapons and trim parts here. We'll begin with this thruster. See how it looks. I may have mentioned this before, but I decided not to use alclad on this. That came out okay. Now, I found this a little bland in certain aspects, so I decided to paint off these little sections here. we go. We'll review that later on once it dries. Here's this thruster part that I mentioned. Alright, we'll review that once it dries. And here's the one that was a little worried about, but not worried, but just want to try. Good. Now, I put a lot of, excuse me, I put a lot of masking tape on this, but this thing keeps coming off, and, hang on a second. I should put a little bit more. Thankfully I had a lot of masking tape to the side here that I haven't used. Here we go. Alright. Turn. I keep it in this position because I'm trying to not to paint the edges that's inside in between the trim, hoping to retain the other color, which I have a feeling it's not going to work, but who knows, you never know. I guess it worked. Well, of course, we'll figure it out soon enough. I would love to know how to do this, but it's kind of hard to figure this out, so we'll leave that alone for now. Another part that I decided to paint off is this. That's good. And I remove this part so I can paint it, but again, masking this off is a pain in the ass. So I don't know. I'm going to do very limited on this. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be metallicized, you could say. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. This. There we go. Looks good. I don't think there's anything else for me to paint, so I'm going to continue on with the remaining parts, which is all the same. And then later on, we will review and see how this kit will look.